Hi, and welcome to episode 7 of week 2 of Vlogtober. Yay! Anywho, so I was working on my temperature blanket, and I was like going, I kind of don't want to work on this anymore tonight. So as you can see, the houndstooth scarf is gone. I frogged it. Before I show you what happened with it, when I was pulling the fringe off, I counted them. I vaguely remember making it, but it's been at least a decade or so, and I've only worn it once. Which is why I frogged it, because it's like it wasn't going to do any good. Just in the closet, not doing anything, too stiff, not long enough. Can't wrap yourself up into it. You saw it yesterday. So when I was taking the fringe off, I counted 91 on each side. I knew it was wide, but I didn't realize it was that many stitches wide. So I got a ton of yarn out of it. So here's the gray. Big ol' caked it. While I was frogging it, I was having to pull both colors away from each other. Gray yarn went over here. Black yarn went over here, which is a dangerous area because it's close to the chair. And I'm like, this is going to be fun. So you can't see it, but I have my stand wood over there on the table. So I did the gray yarn first, seeing it was as it was closer. So I got this one caked up. The black yarn was way over here, but I did manage to do it also. So, big old cake of yarn. I'm pretty sure this is like 10 ounces or somewhere around in there, because when I was worried I was going to have to stop, cut the yarn, and do a smaller cake afterwards. I got all of it onto one. So I'm just like, yay! So now I have black yarn for this temperature blanket nonsense, and I'm just like, I am so over this blanket stuff. I am tired of making blankets, even though I've got like 5 billion of them going on all at once. But yeah, this will go to something else. I don't know what. No idea, so I'm just gonna chuck it over there. The black one can stay because I'm sure I'm gonna need it eventually for this temperature blanket. Because, well, this ball of black yarn is getting smaller. My poor skein of other black yarn getting floppy. I might be able to get through September with this. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten halfway through. I'm hoping it does. I think I could get like 2 months out of one whole skein, but this wasn't a whole skein. It was just sitting on the back on my shelf up there. So we'll see. So yeah, that was the fun I had last night, and my thumb's being extra stupid today. Driving home from work, it started to like get stiff and snappy, and it's kind of snappy now, which is why I've got the brace back on. If it would just stop snapping, and I've tried everything, it won't knock it off, short of going to the doctor, which I don't want to do, because then I go, oh yeah, you need surgery. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't, because then how long out of work would I be? You know, that's why I don't get my carpal tunnel released. I manage my carpal tunnel really well. If it starts acting up, I put my other brace on, and I don't do anything for like 2 days or whatnot until it calms down. And then I can go back to doing whatever. Just take it easy. I can't take it easy with this. This has been going on for a month now, and it's so annoying. If I could just find something to just get it to stop. I would tape it. If it's like all the things I've seen on how to tape your thumb. I mean, this part doesn't hurt. It's just right here, right at the top of my left thumb. That's it. That's all that's driving me crazy is this part, and I'm left-handed, so it sucks. Anyway, I got 2 weeks done of September on the crochet temperature blanket. I've got, I think, 2 more to put onto this to get the second week completely done, so I can start on the 3rd week tomorrow. But this is starting to hurt, so I might stay in the brace. I don't know. I do need to finish those 2 days and be done with it, and then figure out something else to do for a while, you know, just so this could just stop hurting. And knitting doesn't make it hurt, crochet does. And it's not like I'm really doing much with my thumb while I'm crocheting. I'm not death gripping the hook. It's the same thing with the knitting needles. My thumb is just there hanging out doing nothing. So I don't know. I have no idea. But all I know is it's starting to throb. I probably should ice it. Yeah. I'm going to ice it. And then I'm going to work on this temperature blanket. And then call it a night. I've got my clothes hanging, most of them hanging in my room with a fan blowing on them because they didn't get dry in the bathroom, which is weird because that's when I had to hand wash my clothes before. That's how I did it, and they were dry like the next day. These weren't. I'm wondering if it was just because it was so damn cold last night and this morning. It got into the upper 50s today, but it was just chilly and windy. And we're supposed to get into the 70s tomorrow, so I've got the fan blowing on some stuff in the room. So I'm going to check it in about an hour, and then, like, okay, this is dry enough. It can just hang in my closet, and it'll dry the rest of the way. Because, oh, why would I pay to go to a laundromat when there's laundry services just toddle out the door, up the stairs, to the other end of the parking lot, and it's right there. But we don't have access to it. The fight with the HOA continues. Not that they care, because if they cared, they'd give me my access to my account so I could pay my bills. But anyway, they must be allergic to money. All right, anyway, that's the end of this episode of Vlogtober. I'm going to get it edited and uploaded and ready to go. I thought about not doing one, but it's like I'm trying to make a commitment to doing what I say I'm going to do and not do that. You know, it's like I can't stand it when people say, oh yeah, I'm not going to do this anymore, or I'm going to start doing this, and then they just backtrack and just they don't. They go back on their own word, and I find fault with that a lot. I mean, there's extenuating circumstances where you promise somebody something, but then something else comes up and you can't honor that. That happens, but this situation, nope. They went back on their word because I wanted to. Anyway, I'm going to shut the hell up now and let you enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you in the next one tomorrow.